That competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Now here's Smith. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get off a shot. Durant. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Back to you, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Lets it fly. That doesn't go either for Durant.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Outside for Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and B.A., this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game. Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open three.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Here's Şengün.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. I mean, Smith Jr. displays some power when he zones it on the rim.
Oklahoma City trailing. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The three from Holmgren. It's rebounded by Şengün. And so Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Van Vliet. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Outside Durant.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
SGA with it. Just 5 to shoot. That one's wide left. And Houston has possession. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Timeout, timeout. Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
And so Mark Dagnall will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Thunder trail by 3. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Wallace outside. Takes it inside. Off target at the rim. Houston leading by 3. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game. A minute 35 left in the first. Here's Van Vliet. And the shot goes.
Keeping the game simple. Van Vliet just working the defense and taking what he sees there.
Right side, Gilgeous. out there and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Pass to McDaniels. Takes a three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
The three from Ball. Drops in the three.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Edwards. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Picked by Gobert. Edwards slams it in.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Soft touch off the glass. Ball's got 5 now.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Smith outside. From behind the arc. Edwards pulls it in. And here's Minnesota now. Pass to Dosunmu. The three. Knocks it down from distance.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And here's Şengün. There's the three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. It's a 5-point game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score. Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Durant for 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
For years, Durant has spoiled us with his incredible shot-making ability.
Pass to McDaniels. Now Ball. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Thompson left side. Six to shoot. Rebound Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Edwards is doubled. Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Şengün, the screen. Here's Durant. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got 8.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Thompson goes in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Sumu for three. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
McDaniels from long range. Good. The assist goes to Edwards.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Thompson's shot is off. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Now here's Ball. Give him 8 points now. The swim move for three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there. And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Rockets trail by 9. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Beal outside. Thompson with a steal. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
Here's Tate outside. And he buries his first look.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Van Vliet. Three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
The three, DiVincenzo. And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 8. And after that surprising Karl-Anthony Towns trade, it took time for Minnesota to gel.
Yeah, last season some inconsistency, but they seem to find a groove down the stretch, capping it off with a deep run.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Out left to the wing. Here's Lyles. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, Durant. Oh, stolen by Tate. Fast break, Minnesota. The three, DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Rockets trail by 5. Thompson outside. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. And then Beal with the dunk.
Oh, the hops from Beal.
Woo! All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, the Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Guys, back to you.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Beal gets the bucket.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Fleet scanning the floor. Here's Şengün. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 5 on the clock. Bradley grabs the board. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Pass to Beal. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
Smith right side. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
For 3, DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Durant. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Off target with the 3. Rockets trailed by 6. Here's Shepherd. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Beal.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Pass to Lyles. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
His struggles continue here in the second period. He simply can't get anything to fall.
Driving in. Here's Shepherd. Houston with another miss.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
It's Tate on the wing. The 3, DiVincenzo. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Great positioning. DiVincenzo stays ready to fire the moment he gets the ball.
To the inside. Pass to Beal. DiVincenzo on the wing. Back to Beal. Off target at the rim. And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. 9-point game. No good on the triple. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. The Timberwolves lead by 9. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The putback. Gobert with the follow.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Nine seconds left in the first half of basketball. Ball outside. Left side, Edwards. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back after this word. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here comes Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
You know, the defense had no answer for Durant's quickness. He drives right in and hammers it down.
A moment here for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer from Minnesota provided some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. An inopportune time here at the start of the season to be faced with any sort of injury, but the bright spot, guys, he's been given the green light to play through it.
Thanks as always, Allie. Appreciate the report.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
With the drive. Pass to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. Ball with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Outside Edwards. And the layup falls. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Outside Bogdanovich. Inside Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside. Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. There's Ball with a 3. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Ball's got 11 points.
Always eager to find a bucket. Ball drops into his shot immediately.
Thompson right side. Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Edwards. And that one comes up a bit short. Rockets trail by 12. Stolen by Ball. The swim move for 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
A true playmaker. When Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment are a lot easier said than done. Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Thompson with it. He's picked up by Edwards. The 3. Edwards pulls it in. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back over to you.
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
.34 seconds left in the third. Durant, no good.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Out to Thompson. The 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
The swim move for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Dosunmu's got 9 points now in the quarter. Outside Durant. He got it up. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves continuing to pile it on. Up 22 as... And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Minnesota leading by 22. Pass to Dosunmu. Şengün with a steal. The finish! Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Here's Beal. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, NBA. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And here's Tate outside. And another three from Minnesota.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
Here's Lyles. That three's off the mark.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Fires in the triple.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents. It's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Left side Tate. Pass to DiVincenzo. Uncovered. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Thompson's shot is off.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Beal's shot is off. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Durant way outside. The long distance three is buried.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at. They're playing a lot more aggressively on the offensive boards in the second half, racking up a ton of second chances. And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Durant for 3. The 3 is in.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Now DiVincenzo. He's off from 3. Durant fires. Another chance here for the Rockets. Now Thompson from deep. That misses.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Beal. Oh, can't hit the jumper.
Well, and even though he couldn't get down to the ball, that's a shot they want him taking.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Thompson.
You gotta love the hustle from Ball. Great job rising up to send it back.
Outside Durant. Oh, wide open, but couldn't capitalize. McDaniels. Yes, using that window.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for LaMelo Ball.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
McDaniels from long range. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
There's Ball with a 3. Doesn't go that time. Here's Thompson. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. So we see the Timberwolves take
Get there! Come get it! Come get it! Get it! Yeah! Get in! Crash! Crash! Here we go! Yep. The ball! Baby! Get it going! Back. Shoot that! Crash the board! Crash the board! Who's got speed?
Gotta be a playmaker, man. Oh, for sure.
Oh, yo, right here! Put it back! I'm up. Fish. Here we go. Let's do it. Get it. Watch KD!
Hey, D-up on Smart.
Shoot it! Keep bringing that, baby! All for you, baby!
That's what's up.
You don't want none of this! Nice bucket!
That's what's up. Here we go.
Oh, come on! Hit that, man! Come get it! Yo, help me out!
basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year.
Yeah, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to specific matchups and style of play. Sometimes you have a difficulty with the team that shouldn't be on your level.
Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
When it comes to attacking the basket, Banchero is one of the most dangerous players in the league.
Out to Thompson. This one for three. And that comes off the assist by Durant. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Here's Durant, following the bucket by the Magic. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Durant. Going inside. And Durant with the big finish.
You know, the defense had no answer for Durant's quickness. He drives right in and hammers it down.
Here's Suggs. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back over to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Banchero no good.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Blasting to the shoe.
The fader. And Şengün gets it to go.
Along with everything he can do in the paint, Şengün's mid-range game provides some pop as well.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score. Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Şengün, no good.
Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
Orlando moving the ball around. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
That's too easy for Banchero. The closer to the gets, he becomes almost impossible to stop.
Here's Van Vliet. Outside Durant. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. From behind the arc. And Durant hits from deep. Durant's got 5.
For years, Durant has spoiled us with his incredible shot-making ability.
Drops it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Şengün. On the take. Pass to Adams. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense area, there's no way he's missing a layup like that.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Thompson outside. Pick by Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, my. 2 points, the easy way for Smith.
And this young Magic team plays a stifling brand of defense, Dan.
Yeah, the best we've seen in Orlando since the Hall of Famer Dwight Howard patrolled the paint. That team also had great coaching.
Black. Right side corner. And he jams it home with authority.
Athletic finish right there by Black. I like when he goes up strong like this.
And here's Şengün. Outside Durant. Again, Houston.
And you know, for a near 7-footer, Durant has a very compact release. Just one reason he's so consistent. And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul of the game. Şengün in the post. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Pass to Wagner. Here's the Silva. On the wing, Bane. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, you know, Bane came into this league a terrific shooter. Now he's a terrific scorer. He can do it all.
The Rockets lead by 3. Here's Easton. Off target at the rim. Pass to Capella. And stolen by Suggs. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And the Magic call time here. It's stolen by Smart. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Rockets ahead, up 1. And we'll be back short. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Here's Suggs. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Amin Thompson.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Before getting injured last season, Stan, Jalen Suggs was looking better than ever.
Yeah, he improved across essentially all stat categories. He was showing loads of improvement, B.A., making that knee injury extra heartbreaking.
And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
A nice shot by Smith.
Using that big frame of his inside. Smith has what it takes to be a major presence in the paint.
De Silva. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
That one misses. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
Yeah, and they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Wagner outside. Back to Ben Carroll. Oh, emphatic finish from Ben Carroll.
Well, you see the patience Ben Carroll has there, allowing the pick and roll to develop naturally.
Here's Adams, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Adams has got 6.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Guys, back over to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Over to the wing. Here's De Silva. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Sharp assist by Suggs, capable of running your attack.
Pass to Thompson. Fires for 3. Good work defensively by Black.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without a foul.
The fundamentals Wagner possesses are really impressive. Fran's such a skilled and willing passer at his position.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Smart outside. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Suggs. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Well, the coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Pass to Adams. To halt the run. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That That's on Wendell Carter. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And that one misses. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have two of them, Grant.
Yeah, the number is remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Pass to Shepard from outside the arc. And another miss by Houston.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
It's stolen by Bogdanovich. .119 left to the second. Here's Shepard, guarded by Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Bogdanovich has got his first 2 points of the night.
I like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic score around the rim.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half of this one. The kick out to Banchero. Rockets with a rebound. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. It's Smart on the wing. Still no points. Left side Eason. Takes a three. The rebound by Carter. Knocked away. It's stolen by Smart. By himself. Smart with a transition bucket.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
The three from Banchero. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Houston up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Durant pulls it in. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Rockets. 4-point game. A quick shot there. It's off target. Kicks it out to Wagner. From deep, Banchero. The Rockets pull it in. Thompson left side. And the foul called on Anthony Black. That'll be a second foul of the game. Thompson outside. There's the drive. An open look for Smith. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Smith's got his third basket on the night right there.
And he's so comfortable from the mid-range. For a guy like Smith, it's almost a layup.
Here's Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Smith outside. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. Magic trail by 4. Pass to Banchero. Tries to break his ice. Blocked.
It's tough to keep your shot out of Şengün's reach. You know, he's about 7 feet.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set. Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Wagner with a steal. Here's Black. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And Black remains on an absolute tear right now. The defense seems helpless. He's pouring it on.
Houston leading by 4. Well, looking at Franz Wagner, is there any particular thing you'd like to see him evolve?
Yeah, B.A., I'd say the three-point shooting. He's not bashful about taking them, but he needs more of them to go in. If he can do that, good luck guarding.
And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Here's Banchero. Oh, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That one on Şengün. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Magic trail by 4. Wagner outside. The three. Easton pulls it in. Pass to Van Vliet. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And the layup is good off the glass. Van Vliet's got his first 2 points.
And sometimes you forget about Van Vliet's speed. When this happens, he's more than happy to remind you of it.
The Rockets lead by 6. Outside Durant. From deep three-point range. Doesn't go in. Third miss out of 9 shots. Black outside. Rockets with a rebound. Here's Durant. Drives to the hoop. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively. Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Banchero. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
No good on that one.
Yeah, the most impressive thing about Durant's career is his efficiency as a scorer. Given the amount of defensive attention he draws, it's quite impressive.
Pass to Banchero. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Bogdanovich. No good with a layup.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Black outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Houston leading by 7. Now Bogdanovich. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Orlando moving the ball around. Clock at 6. The three from Banchero.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Down low. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Pass to Banchero. Now here's Carter. Fires the three. It's not going to go for him. Here's Thompson. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consist. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for Houston. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
The 3 from Suggs. It's rebounded by Şengün. And Houston has possession. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Great D that time from Suggs.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Picked by Smith. To the paint. Pass to Van Vliet. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul of the game.
After being so smart with the ball in the first half, he's gotten a bit careless.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Banchero outside. Banchero delivers inside.
And Banchero is just so enthusiastic. He keeps raising the energy he's bringing to the offensive end.
Oh, wow! Look out! That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's Durant. Oh, KD striding in for the finish.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Wagner. It's rebounded by Houston.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Pass to Eason. 6 to shoot. The shake. Durant's shot is off. Magic trail by 11. He takes it in. And here's Banchero. Knocks it loose. Suggs with it. Now Thompson defending.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hops.
So it's the Rockets now. Thompson goes in. And then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And Ime Udoka. Long timeout. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Making a switch here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Banchero at the arc. Banchero finds his mark.
Draining his first 3 of the game, no doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside.
Thompson. Here he goes. And he
to slow Thompson down when he's got a lane to the rim like that.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Thompson with it. Wagner picks him up. Thompson scanning the floor.
Are you kidding?
Full force windmill jam.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Releases. Şengün pulls it down.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Adams a screen. Thompson. And there's the drive. Oh, no good on the layup. Magic trail by 14. Bancaro. And a hand on it.
Well, you could see how Şengün read that play and was where he needed to be to get the block.
Carter with it. Wagner outside. Smith. Another chance. Şengün pulls it down. And it's Houston's ball.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Rockets.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Now Wagner. And Carroll with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. Now Van Vliet. From deep three-point range. He just drills it from way back. Durant fires. And so Houston takes this
basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. Here in Utah, it's another home game for the Jazz. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team. Guys, they came out on top of the season series matchup a season ago, taking 2 of the 3 away from it. When you talk about him, then Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent, a freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Boy, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him.
5 to shoot. Here's Durant. Porzingis with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
George in the post. Great defense that time from Şengün. Adams outside. Adams with the slam.
No, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Now George. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jabari Smith.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
George with no one around. Nailed from three-point land.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Smith drives in, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And there's some entertainment value in the windmill.
Oh, a rim shaker and a wrist breaker.
Truly outrageous, guys.
Now, here is George. He's got 5. Inside. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis with authority. I think he liked throwing that one down.
And KD's got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Here's Thompson, goes back up, kicks it out to Van Vliet. Back to Smith. 4 on the clock. Durant in the corner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's 7 points for KD. Pass to Peterson. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Now here's Thompson. Scoreless thus far. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Fred VanVleet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing with top because Ime himself is so hard on them, but adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Guys, back to you.
They love his disposition. Okay, thank you, Allen. For three, VanVleet. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And finish off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Now here's Durant. 7 points in the game. Here's Şengün. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
VanVleet wide open. From outside, off the mark. Jazz trail by 6. Pass to Bailey. Nice ball movement by Utah. Home. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Thompson. Here he goes. And Thompson throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, that's an easy throwdown for him. The rim might as well be 8 feet tall when you're as long as he is.
VanVleet with it. KD on the wing. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz trail by 6. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Screen by Porzingis. Shoots from 14. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
he can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Pass to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
The drive by Smith. Oh! And the rejection by Jackson. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Thompson. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So for the Rockets. Jazz trail by 13. George hacks a two-pointer. And it falls over the rim and in. George has got 9. Mark, perhaps the biggest surprise of last season, the Houston Rockets.
For sure. I mean, they hadn't even made the play-in tournament in 2024. Just with internal development and improvement, ended up as the 2 seed in the stacked West. You got to give Ime Udoka and his staff tremendous credit.
Fires the 3. Trains the three-pointer. George has got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz.
You know, at 7'4", Porzingis can easily see over the defense and make fantastic passes like this.
On the wing, Markkanen. Rockets with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Shepard. Lays it up off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Pass to Şengün. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Peterson. Power down with both hands.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Rockets leading by 6. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Pass to Nurkic. There's Okogie, defended by Durant. Rocket 6. Back to Nurkic. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. .104 left in the first half. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Now just a 4-point Houston lead.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
Shoots from 14. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He has got an incredible jump shot for that size. Durant's accurate from just about anywhere on the floor.
Here's Coleman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Here's Bailey. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet.
We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Rockets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Here's George. It's good. George has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Jazz.
And nice touch inside. George has finished from all 3 levels. Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Outside Jackson. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets have brought in great veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Guys, back to you.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. On the inbound. Boom, he jams it straight down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Markkanen. Outside, Porzingis. Stolen by Van Vliet. Smith outside. Outside, KD. Şengün trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Durant. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter. And for a guy who handles the ball so much, Fred Van Vliet really, Clark, takes care of the ball. He really turns it over.
Yeah, Freddie is steady, boy. I tell you, man. He is a guy who really squeezes that orange. You can trust him to push the pace and play slow and take care of it no matter what the circumstance is. I mean, his leadership, his clutch production, that guy is a coach's dream.
Houston leading by 7. Got a piece of it. Porzingis with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Peterson. The rebound by Shepherd.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to Smart. Shot clock at 6. Here's Adams. And that one comes up a bit short.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Markkanen throws it down.
And, you know, so often the size of Markkanen overpowers the defense. Even when he gets hit, he still finishes over and through him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams. And he's really embraced that role, proven to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Peterson. Off target from outside. Over to the wing. Screen by Adams. Here's Shepherd. Drains it from beyond the arc. Shepherd's got 5 points so far.
Lethal from deep. Shepherd will hurt you from there.
A clear look for George. The Jazz again can't hit it.
With no D around, you expect him to knock down that midi.
Smart goes in. And slam dunk by Smart.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
Shepard brings the double team. There's Markkanen. Rebounded by Capella.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. .137 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Peterson. And they get it. Good D by Thompson.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Eason. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Clark, after missing most of the 23-24 season, Tari Eason came back strong last season.
Boy, he sure did. I mean, he really looked good and comfortable out there. Made quality plays at both ends of the floor. You really hate to see anybody get injured, but especially a young guy like him. But youth gives him a chance, I think, to bounce back pretty quickly.
Now here's Hayes. Still without a basket.
And that's just remarkable defense by Durant. Shooters definitely feel his presence when he's contesting like that.
Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. KD's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets. Here's Peterson, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Peterson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Bailey misses. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's Peterson. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets ahead. They finish off the third. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Rockets leading by 15. Durant feeling it out a bit. Fires the 3. That one no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Back to Porzingis. The fader. And the shot goes down. Porzingis has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Jazz. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And the Rockets making a change here. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Rockets leading by 15. Thompson inside. And Thompson throws it down.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
The three from George. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Durant. Out to Thompson. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Bailey. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Bailey.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Durant fires. And there's the dunk.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
George looking over the floor. From deep. Knocks down the three.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
It's Thompson, the drive.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson. A freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Smith there for the rebound. Rockets leading by 15. Durant with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Layup no good. Rebounded by Thompson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Smith outside. Fires the three. No good. On offense, here are the Jazz. Ace Bailey. Great key. That forced that miss.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so with this, they end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Amen Thompson.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Now Nurkic, stolen by Durant. Smith! That's good, and it's KD with the assist. And the Rockets lead by 21.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so it's Utah with it. And it's Bailey in the corner. Another miss by Utah.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
Pass to Thompson from 17 feet out.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of
coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Thunder making a quick start here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City. Just one game before heading back out on the road. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, I always saw that as an effort foul. If it happens once, coaches usually let it slide. You just don't want to make it a habit.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Kicks it out to Holmgren. It's rebounded by Houston.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Thompson inside the line. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first three from the floor. And stolen by Thompson. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Love seeing Şengün go up strong, leaving no room for error with that finish.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
And we've seen Shai take a lot more threes in recent years. Shows you how much confidence he's gained in that shot.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
From outside the arc, Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Pulls it up. The Rockets again can't hit. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you, Kevin.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Thompson outside. Shot to stop the run. And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
There's the triple. Ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Rockets making a switch here. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Şengün. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game. 1:58 left to play in the first. Here's Durant driving inside.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And here is Adams. Nothing on the board. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. George wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Durant with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Fades back. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Good on the bucket.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
KD on the wing. And he hits it to tie the game up. Durant's got 5.
And off-the-chart potential for Kevin Durant, especially if he can hit that consistently.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the
Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. That puts them in the lead. 6 points for him.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Rebound by Smith. Thompson left side. Nice defense from Wallace. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Rockets lead by 1. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Williams looking around. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Richards. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Drills it from outside.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
They double team Curry. Stolen by Van Vliet. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Smart misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure he'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Curry on the fly. And Richards has it in the corner. Batum for 3. No good on that one. Rockets leading by 4. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Richard, be honest. Did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
We're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
And Curry has it in the corner. No good on the three.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Şengün. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Durant. Here's SGA. And slam dunk by SGA.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Buries it from three-point range. Thompson's got the lead up to 8 now for Houston. And it's SGA penetrating.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Back over to you guys.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Alan. Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Smith outside. Clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. And taken away by Wallace. Driving the lane. Takes the three. Curry nails the triple.
And this is Curry's go-to shot. And it's because he feels like he's automatic from deep.
Here's Adams. Oh, and the jam by Adams.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Richards. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside, Smart. Smith outside. Oh, good with the triple. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Smith scanning the floor. Thompson. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Sinks the three-pointer. Now Shepard over Wallace. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Curry. And Greg on a team as stacked as OKC. You can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Now here's Thompson. Over Williams. Rebound by Williams. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Curry with it. There's a screen by Collins. To the paint. stolen by Durant.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
Right side Curry. Batum with the three. Here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
And the touch of Curry inside. This young man knows his shot well.
Pass to Şengün.
Applying constant pressure on the D. Şengün is a load to handle.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Şengün is such a great passer. It adds another dimension to their offense.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
Wow, Williams going up high, playing over everybody's head.
And the shot goes in. The Thunder with the lead. And here is Williams. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Here's Curry. Curry taking it strong inside.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Houston making a switch here. Now Van Vliet. Still yet to score. Pass to Şengün. Fader on the way. The Rockets again can't hit.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's Holmgren. Goes back up. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Rockets trail by 6. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Count that one from Van Vliet.
And getting Van Vliet into pick and roll is key. He thrives in that action.
Here's Oklahoma City. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Gilgeous-Alexander goes up and puts it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Launches from deep. Şengün with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable.
Oh, my goodness. What a pull.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by SGA.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Out to Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. In the corner, Wallace with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Back to Dort for three. Sinks the triple. Wallace has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Thunder.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
They get it back. Şengün. It's deflected. And stolen by Thompson. A three-pointer, no good. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. Houston with a big group substitution here. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Out to Wallace. Launches a three. Good on the triple. Wallace has got his third bucket of the night.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Over Wallace. And too long on the shot. Gets it off. No good on the last second attempt there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And KD's got the ball here for the Rockets. 11-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Knocked loose. On the wing, Williams. Makes it off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Yeah, Williams much more physical than most things. He can get through that contact.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Durant way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. KD's got 11 points here in just the second half. Pass to Collins. Back to Curry. There's a screen by Collins. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Williams gets the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Durant down the lane. Count it. Durant's got 23.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Curry with it. Now Smith defending. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range is really insane.
Yes! Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Curry. On the wing, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Thompson outside. Durant for three. A Thunder pull it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And the next one puts him in the bonus. And his shooting stroke is about as pure as you'll find. Even in the biggest moments, Curry never loses that rhythm.
Pass to Collins. Outside Curry. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Williams. Rebound by Smith. Rockets trail by 11. Thompson.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Knocks down the three.
Well, he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the bounce. Outside Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go that time either. Rockets trail by 13. Durant. In close. Durant gets the bucket.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
It's a 13-point game. Here's Şengün. What touch on the floater.
Şengün beats you with finesse and physicality.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Outside Holmgren. Fires the three. Buries the deep ball.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Holmgren. From outside, Smith there for the rebound.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Oklahoma City.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now SGA. Now Holmgren. 5 on the clock. A 3-pointer. Good.
As his career progresses, Holmgren will expand his passing skills.
The drive by Thompson. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.